welcome back. Here we are, 2024, and we at Tabletop Divinitatus wish you a very happy new year. So I'm filming this on the 1st of January. This is going to be part of a new series that I want to do of like micro battles of 1,000 points, just to keep the content going constantly all the time, but also to see which forces operate best at these lower points levels. So I'm going to call it these micro battles. This first one we're going to be doing is between the Solar Auxilia and the Traitor Death Guard. We've seen my Solar on the channel before, and this is a first for the Death Guard on here. I'm very excited to see what they can do. I've used them in the game before, just with a friend, and they are very resilient, we shall say that. But at 1,000 points, it's going to be very tight. It's going to be a tight game. I've decided to play the Crucible of War mission from the Siege of Cathonia campaign book, just because it's got a bit of everything with it. It's got objectives. There is like the kill points for the first turn, that last man standing. So it is going to count and should be able to showcase what both armies can do. Obviously, the Solar is going to have the numbers on their side, but the Death Guard are definitely going to be having the strength and resilience on their side. And when you look at the army lists and the forces, that should be quite clear. I've tried to make both armies work towards their own strengths and weaknesses kind of thing. So I have worked with the Solar to go for numbers and scoring and focus on those objectives, whereas with the Death Guard, it's going to be the attrition and grinding them down. And being led by an Esoterist, they're going to be bringing demons. I've not seen demons on here before. I think that should look really cool. Something different. And yeah, it should be a really good game. I'm going to be doing a lot of these. I'm going to try and get at least one up a month of these micro battles, just to showcase all the different armies that I've got for a start, and also keep the content going. So please like and subscribe. It really helps. It just shows my wife that what I'm doing does count and that people do watch it, and it just gives me an excuse to buy more models, which is why we all do this, really. So yeah, it should be a great game. We're going to move on to the showcase the armies, see who's going to be playing today. So like I said, 1,000 points per side, playing the Crucible of War mission, and yeah, it should be really good fun. So here we have 1,000 points of Solar Auxilia. Again, we've seen these before. This is the 45th Regiment of Foot, the Nottinghamshire Sherwood Foresters. Leading the force today, we have a Legate Marshal. He's got his Artificer armour, he's got a Charnable Sabre, he's got his Cyber Familiar, and a las pistol. He's just there as the commander. Today we're running the Ultima pattern cohort. Joining him is a unit, a Command Tertio, with a upgraded Captain, with a Command Vox, and a Cohort Vexilla. They'll be joining him. So the Cohort Vexilla means that little unit there will be scoring. In an elite section, we have a medic, just 15 points. Dr. Vladimir von Krippel is back. In the troops, we have two identical 20-man las rifle sections. The sergeants have a las pistol and a power sword. They also carry a las rifle as well. In there is a Vox Interlink and a Vexilla. In the heavy support choice, we've got a pair of quad rapiers. They've got the frag shells and the shatter shells, hopefully with a bit of strength 8, just to do a little bit more damage. Also in the heavy support, we have a single Lehman Russ, upgraded to have the Vanquisher battle cannon with the coaxial autocannon, and a heavy bolter in the hull. And finally, in the elites, we also have a unit of Veletaris, all armed with Storm Axes. In there is a Vox Interlink and a Sergeant as well. He's got the heavy Void Armour. So there we have it. nice and simple, 1,000 points of Solar Auxilia. And here we have 1,000 points of Traitor Death Guard. Today we are going to be led by a esoterist. He's got a force axe and a archaeotech pistol. He's going to be supported by a pair of Death Shroud Terminators, kitted out with their power scythes. In the troop slot, we have a 10-man tactical unit. Sergeant has got a power sword and a Magna Combi weapon with the flamer in it. Also in the troops, being summoned by the esoterist, will be a unit of 5 demon brutes. Today I'm representing them with the plague bearers because I really like how they fit the Death Guard motif. They look pretty cool. In the heavy support choice, we have a 5-man Grave Warden unit. The sergeant has got a chain fist, and in the unit there is a heavy Alchem Flamer. Very tiny unit there. Also in the heavy support, we have a 5-man las cannon unit. So the Space Marines that we have here, there's no artificer armors on the sergeant. Obviously the esoterist does have his artificer armor save with a refractor field, and the Terminators obviously got their 2+4+. The demons are going to be running the Putrid Corruption, which gives them a 6+ damage mitigation roll after their invul. So there you are, 1,000 points. Doesn't look a lot compared to the Solar Auxilia, but I'm sure it will be very devastating. Okay, what we're going to do now is the roll off for deploy first, go first. The Solar will be the white dice and the Death Guard will be the red dice. Solar will be deploying first, going first. So here we are, the battlefield, and forces are deployed. So because it's only 1,000 points per side, I have gone for a 4x4 table today. Not gone crazy with the terrain, because obviously if it gets too compact too quickly, it's going to bottleneck everyone a bit too quickly. But I will change that in the future if people think they'd quite like to see more of a really dense city fight, or I can even make it more sparse, and we can see how the forces go that way. So the Solar was deployed first to go first. Let's look at their deployment. On this flank we have the rifle section, blue platoon, looking to go towards the first objective, which is just there. The command section with the Legate Marshal is hiding behind this building. They do score, so they can be a backup in case they lose one of their 2 line units. The Lehman Russ sat at the back, ready to shoot out whatever it can see in front. The second rifle section, red platoon, they've boxed up, ready to go forward for the glory of the Emperor and try and take the centre objective. While on this flank, the quad launchers are sat at the back, pretty good range on all their weapons. With the Velataris are poised at the front, but they're going to try and use this entrenchment for a 5+ cover to try and get up, to try and deny that objective over there. The Death Guard on the other side, we've got the las cannon team up in this building, 4 at the top and 1 just underneath there. They can see pretty much all of the battlefield, so lots of danger for them to be shooting out there. The TAC Marine units are poised in this centre mass of the building, ready to go forward and take that objective. The Grave Wardens are sat centre stage. They are just going to trundle forward and deny that centre objective. Whereas the Esoterist and his bodyguard of the Death Shroud, I think, are going to be trying to deny that objective. Obviously, he's got his summon as well for the demons. So if it all goes well, psychic test gets past 12 inches in front of him, that it could be good night, Mr. Chips, very quickly for this unit. Lot of shots. Obviously, they do have a augury scanners, so the interceptor which comes in when the demons appear is a thing. Obviously they have an augury scanner as well. So they are going to take some shots depending on where they come down, but obviously, as we know, they are very resilient. Toughness 5, it's only going to be strength 3 shots maybe. So there we go, there is the battlefield. There's Taylor just chilling at the side, and Sky over here. Got the dogs away, but you can probably hear Spartacus sleeping and snoring. So what we need to do now is we need to see if the Death Guard can seize the initiative. We'll use this dice, this white one. On a 6. They've done it! They've stolen it! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So it will be Death Guard turn 1. Wow, so there's 3 objectives, and you score your objectives at the end of each player turn. And as you can see, I'm playing both armies. I'm going to do my best to be completely impartial and play the game how I think it would run. And it's just a matter of seeing. It's just going to be a fun little experiment. And if it goes really well, I can be doing loads of these little battle reports just to fill up our time and see how these 2 armies go in this crucible of war. Right, Death Guard, turn 1. So at the end of the movement phase for Death Guard turn 1, the Esoterist has moved up with his Death Shroud Terminators, and he's going to be aiming to summon his demons straight away onto this position here, right bang in front of those rifle section just there. Going to take a lot of interceptor, but that's pretty deadly, especially charge on turn 1. Pretty sure he can summon straight away. There's nothing that I can read that says that he can't. So yeah, straight at the board, 12 inches up there straight away. The Grave Wardens have moved straight up, but they are unfortunately just by a hair's breadth out of range with their weapons against the Red Platoon rifle section. Literally, it's millimeters, but they are just out of range. The las cannon team have stayed still, and the tac squad have moved up, taken this objective, and are in range with their bolters to get some shots off at the Velataris over here. So we're going to start with las cannons, and of course they're going to be going for the Lehman Russ. Now the Legate Marshal, he's got the Stoic Defender, so he does get 2 reactions in the movement phase. So he is going to be letting the Lehman Russ evade, to give it that. But what we're going to do first, we're going to just double check that they can come in from turn 1, and then we'll do the psychic check, and then there'll be some interceptor. So double checking the rules, I do think that it can come straight away from turn 1. So leadership 9, let's see if he can pass this psychic test. And he fails, so it will scatter. Come back in just a second and we shall see where it goes. So let's see where this goes. It's gone 7 inches in that direction. That could be pretty tasty. Is it going to take him? I think it can't be within 3 inches, but we're going to find out. Dun, 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 dun. It's pretty close. Looks like a Powers of the Warp coming. Join us in just a sec to see if they do manage to bump into this unit and what's going to happen to the Esoterist. And this is where we finish up. Minimum distance where they could end up. But now, since they did scatter into enemy models, it is a Perils of the Warp check for it is Perils of the Warp for the Esoterist. D3 wounds for 3, and he gets his 5+ invul to save himself from these. This could kill him straight out, and then the demons, I think, will disappear. He saves 2. He's taken a wound. That's going to put him down to 1 wound remaining. Pretty tough. But now, it looks like we've got quite a lot of interceptor to go. I think they've managed to, where they are there, they're not going to get the interceptor from this unit here. It will just be these shots here. And being in the range, I think they're going to use their strength 6 shots to try and overcome that toughness 5 that the demons have got. So I'll get some dice together and we shall have a roll. So here we are. 20 strength 6 shots coming into the demons. They are 3 wounds apiece, so it is going to take some doing. Now with the Ultima cohorts, the Ultima pattern, they are +1 to hit. So instead of 4s, these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, let's get rid of some of those. It's pretty good. With strength 6, we are going to be wounding on 3s. And again, missed that one. Wow, again, that's really good. Let's get rid of those ones. Okay, 4+ saves and then 6+ feel no pains coming up for the demons. Let's have a look. So the 4+. Oh, quite. So save those ones. That one. Those 2. And then 6+ feel no pains. None, so that is a demon and another demon taken down to just 1 wound. Pretty devastating. So, carrying on after that pretty dramatic showing from the las rifle section, even though they are going to get charged. There is Overwatch coming, but are they going to be able to survive the onslaught of the demons there? The Esoterius down to just 1 wound remaining after the perils of the warp. We are going to go to the las cannon team shooting at the Leman Russ. From where they are there, we're going to go into the front armour. We have 5 las cannon shots coming in. We are hitting on 3s. 2 misses there. Front armour, I believe, is 14, but I'm just going to check right now. Yes, front armour 14. Always good to be right sometimes. Strength 9, front armour 14. So we're looking for 5 skill and 6 to pen. Nothing but a reroll for Sunder. Oh, 2 pens. Better see what those do. That takes it down to 2 hull points remaining, but AP2, so on a 6 it's going to blow. Boom! There it goes. How far does it explode? Oh no, it did go to evade. So the 2 pens. So the first pen on a 5 saves it. Second pen on a 5. Oh, he saved them both. Incredible! Saved them both. So we didn't lose any hull points actually. Well done, old Leman Russ. They're very thankful for that because they could have been in a big blast range of that and it could have been very deadly. Now, ooh, very nice. The tactical squad with their bolters are going to shoot at the Velataris, as you can see over there. So we have all the bolters. So that is 10 shots. Look at all these dice. Love dice. There we go, 10 shots. 10 shots. Hitting on 3s. And that's a miss. And that's a miss. That's a miss. Okay, strength 4, toughness 3. You know what that means? That means 3s. That doesn't wound. That doesn't wound. And that doesn't wound. Okay, so we've got 4+ saves. 1 guy gets smished. Blech. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Now, we have a charge to make. We'll go straight into the charge phase, because that's what people want to see. It's not what they want to see, obviously. So yes, they will react and they will overwatch, obviously. So let us see. Let me count up the dice again. And we'll do the overwatch and then we shall see if they make it in. Straight back for the overwatch. This ultimate cohort, I've not used it before, this +1 to hit. It's going to be very tasty. Again, we're using the strength 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Miss, 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 miss. It's pretty good, pretty good. There's a fair few misses, but they're only squishy humans. And then, because it's strength 6, toughness 5, wounding on 3s. Oh no. Oh wow, that's a lot. Woohoo! Okay then. 4 plus saves, then 6 plus saves. Here comes the 4 pluses. Saved, saved, saved. Oh, they did well. Saved them, that's 4. And then 6 pluses. No. So that kills an entire one and takes the final wound off that one. So he's gone. He can go over there. And he's gone. He can go over there. Leaving 2 remaining. Are they going to make the charge? Let's have a look. Are they going to make it? Drama. Drama, 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 drama. They're in. Oh dear. Some squishy humans are in. So, into the combat. Hammer of Wrath 1 each. So here we go. 2 Hammer of Wraths. Strength 5, toughness 3. So wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 4 plus saves. They save them. Yes. Now, the demons are initiative 5. So they'll be attacking first. They have 4 attacks each on the charge, because there's 2 of them. They're going to be hitting on 3s. So this. 1, 2 misses. And they're going to be wounding on 2s. These are all AP3, so they're going to go straight through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys are dead. And then attacking back, so let's move those 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to pile in and then attack back. So after piling in, we have 13 attacks from the regular guys and then 2 attacks from the sergeant with the white dice with his power sword. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. La-la-la. Oh dear. 1 hit, 2 hits, just 2 hits. Oh dear. Then we are going to be looking for 5s again. No wounds. Combat finishes, so the Vexilla gives them 1, but then they lost by 6, that takes them lost by 5, plus the fear, lost by 6. They still have the leadership 10 from the boss man and his Vox interlink. So 6 from 10, needing a 4. Are they going to hold? They do not, they break. Initiative roll off. Let's do the demons on the white, the Solar on the red. Oh, the Solar get away. Ah, there they go. Then they're going to run 2d6. 6 inches. Okay. Let's see where they end up. So after they run away, the demons are going to consolidate their initiative. I think they're actually going to consolidate towards the boss man here. Looking for that Slay the Warlord. That's going to be a tough one. So at the end of the Death Guard, turn 1, they're going to score 1 point for this objective. They did manage to break a unit at the end of the turn, so I think that scores them a point because it is broken. And I'll double check that. So they will go into Solar Auxilia turn 1. Okay, so Solar Auxilia turn 1. To clarify at the end of Death Guard turn 1, yeah, you've got to have them completely broken off the table to score. They have rallied. They rolled a 9, thankfully, so with their leadership 10 off the boss man with still the interlink. So they have rallied, they're going to be snap shooting. My boss man, Sir Douglas Townsend, he's going to take on those demons. He's moved up, ready to engage. The las rifle section have moved their full that they can, and are going to be snap shooting against the Grave Wardens because they've got to try and score. So we've got to try and take that central objective. The Velataris have moved up. They're going to take a lot of fire incoming, but again, they've got to try and score. The quad launchers have stayed still, as has the Leman Russ. We're going to start with some shooting. We're going to start with the quad launchers are going to take on the Marines. They can see, so that's 8 shots. They're going to use their shatter shells for strength 8. We are hitting on 4s. That's a lot of misses there. 5 misses. Oh dear. 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. Just 2. As I said, there's no artificer armour on any sergeants, so these are 3+ saves. 1 Space Marine does die. Let's move him out of the way. That's 1 casualty on those there. Next, we are going to go for the Leman Russ, and he is going to be shooting at the Grave Wardens. Now they get a 6+ shroud anyway because of their death cloud, so I don't really see the need of reacting. They can't shoot back and evading, and I might save that because I think that there's going to be there could be some shots getting into them over there. If they would have shot at the las cannon unit, they would have reacted, but I don't think it's there. So we'll do the Leman Russ. In fact, they will evade, just to give them 5+ because it makes more sense. So the heavy bolter first, hitting on 4s. Just 1 hit. Dear me, not very good shooting today. Wounded on a 3. 1 wound, 2+ save. Saved it. So the coaxial autocannon hitting on 4s. No hits, dear me. And then the Vanquisher battle cannon, we are hitting on 4s. Both hit. We are wounding on 2s, strength 9. That is 2 wounds, AP 2. So we're looking at 4+ invuls. Oh, they've made them both. Wowzers, trousers. Not very good shooting by the Leman Russ there. The Grave Wardens laugh in the face of danger, it seems. And now the 20-man las rifle unit. Oh, there's an addendum. I forgot to deploy the medic, so I've been fair and I've deployed him with the red platoon and not the blue platoon. So it seems fair. He's with them. So they're going to fire a lot of shots into the Grave Warden Terminators. I'll roll them all off camera and we can see how many wounds will need to be saved. So here we are returning. How many wounds? Just 3. Just 3 saves to make. It's interesting because they moved their full, that means they'd be snap shooting because they're heavy weapons, so they'd be on 6s. But because of the ultimate pattern cohort, they get +1 to shooting, so they were hitting on 5s. They did do pretty well, but wounding on 5s is difficult. So 3 2+ saves to make for the Grave Wardens. Oh, and 1 does take a wound. Wow. So, wound, they are not indestructible, they can bleed. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to do all these snap shooting into the demons. And we'll see how many saves need to be made. So again, snap shooting, because they rallied, into the demons. 14 shots going through. Hitting on 5s. Wounding on 3s because of strength 6. We've got 4 gone through. Looking for 4+ saves. None of them. And then 6+ feel no pains. 1. So that is another demon completely gone. Let's move in now. Wow, that's a big thing there. So we might as well do some las rifle shots from these guys into him. It's going to be 5 las pistol shots. 5 las pistols. Hitting on 3s. That's a lot of misses. Wounding on 5s. Just 1. 1. 4 plus save. No. 6 plus feel no pain. No, he takes a wound. He's down to 2. And then the last pistol from the Legate Marshal, 1 shot, hitting on a 2, hits, wounding on a 5, does not wound. Wow. Shredded them down there. That is all of the shooting that I can see. And I think Sir Douglas Townsend fancies himself against this demon. There's no Overwatch, so we're just going to go straight to it. Is he going to do it? Is the charge going to happen? It is indeed. We're going to have some combat within the ruins. Combat is about to take place between Sir Douglas Townsend and his unit against the malefic demon. But it is the demon to attack first. He's got 3 attacks, he's initiative 5. He's going to be hitting on 4s. 2 hits. And he's going to be wounding on 2s. That's 1 wound. On a 4, it's AP3. So it's going to go straight through the armour. They do have refractor fields because they're a companion unit. So 5 plus save. Oh, and it's made. Wowzers trousers, they've made it. Now, Douglas is going to attack the Legate Marshal. He has 5 attacks on the charge with his Charnable Sabre. He is hitting on 3s. Oh dear. He's hit once. He is wounding on... Oh no, he's hit twice. He is wounding on 5s, but Charnable Sabre, so these are breaching on the 5s. And it's both. So he does get... The demon does get his 5 plus invul save. He's not made any. A 6 plus feel no pain. He's not done it. Douglas has slayed the demon. Fantastic. Right. Just be a second. So, in summary, they've consolidated after destroying the demon just behind this building a bit more away from the las cannon unit because that will wreck their day. Scoring wise, they did destroy a unit in the first turn. That is going to score them a victory point to draw them level. They are not scoring any of the objectives at the moment. So at the end of Solar turn 1, it is a draw so far. Going into turn 2, it is only 4 turns in this game. It can go to a 5th on a 4 plus. So join us for Death Guard turn 2. Death Guard turn 2. The Esoterist and his bodyguard have moved up, ready to engage both the command and the rifle section. I think they're just out of range with their flame templates. Yes, we're just out of range with the flame templates. He does have his psychic ability to use his void darts, which I think he's going to do in the coming turn. The Grave Wardens, they have obviously trundled up the board. They are now within range with their toxic weapons. The tactical unit have moved up. Obviously, still controlling the objective, but being Death Guard, they always count as stationary when shooting, so they're going to get a lot of bolter shots now into the Velataris, and the las rifles. Not las rifles, las cannons have stayed still, and they're going to try to destroy the Leman Russ again. So we're going to go straight into the shooting phase, and we'll start with the las cannons into the Leman Russ, hitting on 3s, 1 miss, looking for 5s and 6s, none, but with Sunder. That's 2 penetrating hits. I'm saving my go-to ground and things like that. So 2 pens, so it's down to 2 hull points. Let's see what the pens do. Here we go. So that is an immobilized and a shaken. Wow, so big trouble for the Leman Russ there. And now we shall move on to the tactical unit, shooting into the Velataris. We've got 9 remaining, so they're all going to count as in rapid fire range, so they're all going to get that extra shot. So that's going to be 18 shots. 2, 4, 6. That's a lot of shots. It is a lot of shots. That's sneaky rules for the Death Guard. I think they're a lot better than they come across as. This being able to move and fire is exceptionally effective. I think it really does sneak up on you as a rule that you don't really expect to be as effective as it is. And then when it comes in, it's absolutely devastating. So here we go. Let's do these then. It's really difficult doing this with just one hand. One hand with the camera, one hand trying to pick up dice. But here we go. Okay, 18 bolter shots. Hitting on 3s. Let's get rid of the misses. Very good. Very good. Wounding on 3s. Squishy human. Oh, not fantastic. So these are 4+ armor saves. Oh dear. Four men do go down to the fire. That's 4 men gone. That is going to be a leadership check at the end of the turn if there's no more fire comes into them. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the Grave Wardens. Now we are out of distance for the Alcam Flamer, but there are 4 toxic grenades things. They are 4 shots each. They're 4 shots each, which is a lot. Flashbane. So let's do that. So that's going to be 16 shots. Now these are going to return fire. I was going to go down, but then I thought hopefully sheer weight of shots could do it. They're in the strength 6 range as well, so I don't know, I could be wrong. Put it in the comments if you think that's the wrong move, if I should have gone down. I mean, they're going to get the save, they're going to get the full save, but I'm going to return fire. But we'll do the Grave Wardens. These guys are hitting on 3s. It's just a lot of shots, isn't it? A lot of shots. And these are poison 3+. So looking for those 3s. And then these are 4+ saves. Here we go. So we've done well. And then with the medic, these are 6+. Feel no pains. And he does save 1. So 3 guys do go down. Goodbye, fellows. So they will go down. And then we shall do the return fire. I'll do it all off camera, and then we'll see how many wounds go through. So if I do the strength 6 shots, it's going to be 20 strength 6 shots. And we'll see what happens. Good round of shooting there, returning the fire onto the Grave Wardens. A lot of wounds went through there. So let's see these 2+ saves. Obviously one guy's already got a wound on him. So here we go, let's go for it. 2+ saves. Oh, 3 ones. 3 ones there. And then they do get their 6+ shroud from the death cloud, so 6s. No, 3 wounds. That actually does kill 2 Grave Wardens because one's already got a wound on him. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. I'll remove those casualties and then come back for this mind magic, which is probably going to go into the command unit. Mind magic time. Here we go. Void darts into this unit. It's 12 shots, but first he's got to pass his psychic check on a 9. He's done it. There's 12 shots coming in. Oh dear. This could be a little bit tasty. Hitting on 2s. Few 1s there. This is going to be wounding on 2s. Oh dear. Another 4 ones there. Wow. So that's 5 wounds to save. Now, how are we going to do this? Now the unit's going to take them, so it's going to be 3 plus saves. No, 4 plus saves, sorry, for the void armor. Oh, just 1 goes through. And there are 2 wounds per companion. So a deflagrate on a 2 plus, which it is, and a 4 plus save, which he makes. So one of the companions goes down a wound and manages to survive the mind bullets. Now then, chargers. All the shooting's been done, because what else they've got in there? They've just got those hand flame things. It's going to be the Grave Wardens, I think. They're going to have to go in and take the Overwatch, I think, because I think they should. It's what I would do, because they don't want to score. So you've got to go in, haven't you? That's what I think anyway. You would go in. There's nothing more to be done here. I think the Grave Wardens do want to be in combat, because they're not going to even be hurt by what's coming back at them. I know they're going to get hit first, but they're going to have to take some Overwatch first. So we shall roll the Overwatch on camera and see what we can do. I'll come back in just a second with some dice. So here we go. Overwatch into the Grave Wardens. It's a 8-inch charge to do it, but let's see if they can take this Overwatch. It is hitting on 3s, so here we go. Strength 6, so hitting on 3s. Oh dear, not good. Lots of misses there. That could have been a lot better. The Grave Wardens now starting to show their scary side. These are wounding on 3s. No, strength 6, so it's wounding on 2s because it's only toughness 4. So 1 there. So these are all 2 plus saves. Let's do the 2 plus saves for the Grave Wardens. That's 4 ones. Oh my goodness. 4 ones. And then 6 plus shrouds. They didn't make any! They didn't make any! So that's another 2 guys go down. Oh my goodness. What? Oh, right, that changes things. Well, let's see if the charge goes off. Let's see what happens here. No, that's not enough. I'm sure it was, I'll double check it, but I'm sure it was an 8-inch charge. The Solar Auxilia have held firm. Wow, okay, I do need to do the morale check just here. Let me do that now. They've still got the Vox interlink, so it is on a 10. So they're fine, just so that we know. Wow, so failed charge. They rolled a 6, so they're going to move forward 3. So they are going to be up here, but there is only 1 left, which is going to be, we'll leave it with the sergeant, with the sergeant with the chain fist. So those 2 have gone. Weight of numbers when rolling a lot of 1. They're going to try this charge, actually. They're going to try this charge. Yeah, they're going to try this charge. I did forget about it. Let's see what they can do. Because they can make it. 6 is not going to be enough, so they're going to move forward 3. And, wow. At the end of Death Guard turn 2, they do score another point over here, but that centre of the battlefield has changed. The dynamics have changed. What are the Solar going to do now to capitalise? Join us in just a moment. So Solar Auxilia turn 2. The Velataris have moved up. From there, looking to charge. They're going to take a lot of Overwatch. A lot of Overwatch. But that's just how it's going to have to be. The centre red platoon have again moved up 3 inches, so to retain maximum fire, to take on the Grave Warden, who has remained focused and steady. Actually, no, because you don't take leadership off reactions, so he does stay where he is. He is holding firm. Now, Douglas, in his wise and all-knowing sense, moved backwards, away from the oncoming Esoterist and his Death Shroud, because they will kill everything. And in response, they did move forward, their initiative. The rallied unit here have moved forward slightly, which is good. They're going to get a lot of shots into those. So yeah, there's a lot of shots. And then the Lehman Russ has stayed where it is. It's immobilised and it's shaken, so it's going to be snap firing. But we're going to start with the quad launchers, and they're going to fire some frag shells to try and cause a bit of pinning onto these guys. Could scatter the wrong way, but that's what we're going to go for. Scatter dice. Yeah. See where we go. Okay, so -4 off that. Let's have a look. I mean, in that direction. So -4, so we're going 2 inches. Looking about there. We're going to hit 5 guys off that one, and then the second one. Oh, it's actually -3, isn't it? So it was there. So -3, so 3 inches. So 4 guys off the first one, and then 2 inches off that one. 5 guys off the second one. So that's 3 and 5. Maths is going to be a thing. 3 and 5 is going to be 8. Wounding on a 3. Absolutely terrible. So 1s and 2s there. And then we get 3+ saves. And then they get their Heart of the Legion because they're on the objective. And they don't get that, so another falls. That will cause a pinning check, of which they pass. Needed that for the Velataris. Took another one off, but needed that pin in there. Next is the Lehman Russ is going to fire at the Grave Warden. Tough one now, because there's a lot of shots coming over here. So really they need to be the ones evading from all these las rifle shots. Because is he a lost cause? I think he is. He's going to have to just take it. So the heavy bolter hitting on 4s. Absolutely nothing. This Lehman Russ is terrible. Coaxial autocannon hitting on 4s. Does hit once. Wounds on a 2. 6 is rend. 2+ save. He saved that one. And then the Vanquisher cannon hitting on 4s. We'll reroll that because it's cocked. Does hit. This is rerollable because it's coaxial. Just 1. Strength Knight looking for 2s. Gets the 2. So this is going to be a 4+ Cataphracti save. And he's done it. That Lehman Russ has done not a lot, in fairness. And he's stood as strong as you can get. Now we're going to do the shots from this unit into them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 14 shots there. I might as well do this all on camera while I can. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. 14 heavy las rifle shots hitting on 3s. That makes a big difference, doesn't it? When they can hit. I think that makes a massive difference. That's cocked. We'll reroll that one. Into a miss. Wounding on... now they've got battle hardened, but I think that only counts for instant death. So I think this is still wounding on 2s. So 1 gone there. Now these are 2+ saves. How many is there? 3. Because they've got 3 wounds each. doubt they're going to roll. I'm going to roll 7 ones, so we're just going to roll them all. 2+ saves. I did not roll 1-1. Wow. There you go. Didn't have to worry about that, did they? That was pretty good. They didn't have to worry there. Now, that's the end of the shooting phase for the Solar Auxilia. Are sheer numbers of shots of combat going to kill that guy? Or is he going to end up squishing them? Because they do need to start trying to score. It's a lot of attacks. It's a lot of attacks. They're going to take some Overwatch. Come back in just a second and I'll make a decision. For the glory of the Emperor and the mighty 45th, they're going to go for it. So, he is going to Overwatch, because that's what they do. 4 Alchem toxic grenade shots, hitting on 3s. 1 miss. Wounding on 3s. They all wound. 4+ saves. 6+ feel no pain. No, so 1 guy goes down off that one. And then D3 Wall of Death from his Death Cloud. D3 for 3. These again are wounding. These are poison, so wounding on 3s. And then so these are 4+ saves. 2. And then 1 6+ feel no pain. Nearly, but not quite. And then the charge. Here we go. For the Emperor. 5. They're in. Join us for just a second for some combat. Squishy humans versus a Terminator. For the combat. So, everybody's in. Everybody's going to stick their claws in and try and take him down. We're hitting on 5s. So this twice because you get an extra attack on the charge. So the first 16 hitting on 5s. It's really good. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 off the first 16 blows. The second 16 blows. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 mighty slaps get through. Let's go for that. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. 13. Now we are wounding on 5s. Can they do it? Can they take down the giant? Again, not bad. No, not great. 4. Okay. 2+ saves. Oh, we bossed it. And now the sergeant gets 3 attacks on the charge with his power sword. He's hitting on 5s. He's hit once. He's looking for 5s and 6s. And it's nothing. Oh dear. This could go terribly wrong for the Solar. So the sergeant's got 3 attacks with his power fist. He's hitting on 3s. 3 times. He's killing on 3s. 3 guys die, like dogs. So 3 guys will go. 1, 2, and 3. The end of combat. He won by 3. Vexilla makes it 1 by 2. The main man's still on the table, so with the Vox interlink, it's leadership 10 down to leadership 8. They're going to hold. They're going to do this. And they bravely stay where they are. So, at the end of Solar turn 2... Oh, no. We have forgot. The Velataris are going to try and take on this tank unit and suffer 1 million Overwatch shots. But they can't, because I've Overwatched already. Oh. Now then, would I have done that? Let me just check to see if I get 2 reactions in the shooting phase. because I've given him the Blood of Barbarous. I'm just going to check to see if he gets 2. Yeah, so he gets 2 in the shooting phase, not in the assault phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 6 more attacks for the guys that he lost on Overwatch. Because he wouldn't have Overwatched. They would have Overwatched. So, here we go. So 6 more attacks from the las rifle section. Hitting on 5s. Just 1. Wounding on a 5. Does wound, 2+ save, which he saves. So, he still killed 3, but they lost 2 on Overwatch, so I'm going to put 3... Did they lose 3 on Overwatch? No, I think they only lost... I'm going to double check and see, just because I want it to be fair, a fair representation of what's going on. So it'll just be a second. So, I have amended. So the 2 guys that died to Overwatch I've put back. The result just remains the same anyway, so they did lose the combat. They passed the morale check, so they are standing firm. But now over here, they are going to do the Overwatch against the Velataris. It's a lot of shots, so we're going to do 3 lots of 8 here with the bolters, so hitting on 3s. So we've got 5 off the first lot. And then we've got 7 off the second lot, so that's 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, that's not right. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 hits. Wow. That's a lot of hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wounding on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the other 9 wounds. Wounding on 3s. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. 4+ saves to make. Here we go. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the unit gone. They fall to Overwatch. Wow. Devastating. Devastating amount of shots there on the Overwatch. So the Velataris disappear and are mulched by high explosive shells. Okay. The landscape has changed. It's looking like the Solar could turn the tide, but now we're going into Death Guard turn 3. That looks like it's very dangerous. That, don't know what's going to happen with that one. They're going to score that one there. They're going to be shooting again. All to play for. Death Guard turn 3, and things have changed. Stayed still. Claiming that objective. Stayed still. Can't do much in the middle there. Here, the esoterist moved forward. The Legate Marshal reacted and moved back away. However, just there's a whole bunch of las rifles who might get mulched by what's coming in there. And there are points at the end for the last man standing, so destroying a lot is going to count. And it's a scoring unit. It's going to be tough. We're going to start the shooting phase with the las rifles again. Las cannons, keep saying las rifles. Up here, shooting down at the Lehman Russ. It's not done much in fairness, but this was probably going to finish it off. Here we go. Hitting on 3s. Oh, missed 3 times then. Looking for 5s and 6s. With Sunder. There's a 6. Takes it down to 1 hull point remaining. What's going to happen? One explosion is going to be bad news bears. Didn't think about that. Oh no. Shaking again. It's going to be snap firing. Oh dear, it's all happening now. They don't think they've got a viable target, but I will double check with this tape measure. And they do have a viable target. They're going to shoot their bolters at the quad launchers. Obviously, not going to be able to react. Do they go to ground? Do they evade? What's going to happen over here? Do they need the evade? I think they're going to need the evade more. They're going to have to just take it, I think. So that is 8 shots, and they always count as stationary. So that means that they get their, oh my goodness, 8 shots. So that means they're always getting Fury of the Legion, which is mad, isn't it? That's mad. So that's a lot of shots. Dear me. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, all these coming in. Let's do it. All these bolters. So many shots. Hitting on 3s. A lot of misses though. A lot of misses there. A lot of misses. Wounding on 3s. These are 4+ saves. Oh dear. So we've lost, so 2 off the carriage, and then the crew. That's lost the entire gun, and then the others have been saved. So that's 1 gun gone out of the battery. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's not going well now for Solar. They're starting to feel what power Space Marine legions do contain. We're going to move on to over here. So the Esoterist is going to do his void darts, and they're not going to go to ground to this. They're going to just take this one. This one is, does that count as an extra shooting compared to the rest of his unit? Because they're going to use their hand flamers. Do they go? I think they go to ground to everything, like, because they all count as 1 unit. So they are going to go to ground just in case. He needs to pass his psychic check on a 9, and he passes. So that's 12 shots with his void darts. This is really good. I've not used an Esoterist really, or the psychic stuff very much, but it is really powerful. I think it's more powerful than I thought it was going to be. Hitting on 2s. There's the misses. Strength 5, wounding on 2s. What am I doing? Those, right. 4+ saves. That's not bad. Then the 5+ go to grounds. So 3 guys do die off that first mind bullets. So 3 guys go to the place in the sky. And then the 2 hand flamers. This first guy is going to get 7. And this guy is going to be getting 5. 5 and 7 is 12. So 12 poison shots. And poison's good, isn't it? I like poison as well. Death Guard are just good. Maybe Death Guard are good. Durable, solid. Wounding on 3s. And then 4+ saves. With the 5+ evades. So another 2 go down. Return fire could have been better, but I needed to survive because I need the unit to survive. I don't think the return fire would have done much to him, really. I think they're too strong. These can still score, so there's still opportunity. That is a leadership check. It's going to be 10 because it's still Douglas there, and they're okay. They hold firm. So the charge, they have to charge what they shot at, so that's going to go into them. They are going to overwatch. So how many guys is left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys are left with the overwatch. Might as well just keep rolling and doing it now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? Yeah, 9. 9. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses there. Strength 6. Wounding on 2s. Keep missing. They keep missing these things. And then 2 plus saves. Oh, they saved them all. They saved them all. And then the charge. How far are we going? They're all the way in. This is. Ooh, this could be good night, Mr. Chips, for these guys. Let's get them in. He's going to go in there to gain base contact with 2. Wow. Okay, so yeah, combat phase. We'll do the Grave Warden these first. Grave Warden's attacking last, so there are 16 guys left. So let's do that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stabby blades coming in, hitting on 5s. Pick that one up off the floor. That's terrible. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wounding on 5s. Just the 1. 2 plus save. Oh dear. And then the sergeant with his power sword, hitting on 5s. Hits once, looking for a 5 or a 6. It's a 1, doesn't even wound. Oh dear. The Grave Warden sergeant hits on a 3. Kills on a 2. 2 more go down. Let's take 2 more of these guys. 2 more guys just die like dogs. Oh my god, they just go down. They've got the Auxilia, so they actually just lost by 1. 10 down to 9. Will they hold? They don't! They don't hold! They're running. They can't be caught because it's cataphracti, so they are running. They've got a Auxilia, so they're only running D6. But they are running 6. Oh wow, so they're broken. They run 6. Oh, let's see what that does to the battlefield in just a second. And after the run, the Grave Warden Terminator is trying to chase them down. It was just going to stop them from scoring. We're going to go into this combat here. It is the Death Shroud Terminators. They're going to go first. On the charge, they're going to have 5 attacks each. And they're hitting on 3s. Oh dear. That's not good. But they are killing straight, because it's AP3. They're killing on 2s. 5 guys just die. Same initiative, so they are going to be fighting at the same time. So let's get those in. So 5 guys will die. Make a note of that. And there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys attacking back. And then the sergeant. We'll do the sergeant first. He hits on a 5. Misses them both. His loyal companions hits on 5. Just 1 guy. This is going to go terribly. Wounds on a 5. Doesn't wound. So 5 guys do go down. We'll take those away now. We'll leave the Auxilia and the. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are gone. And now the Esoterist with his Force Axe. He doesn't need to take a psychic check because he's going to be doubling them out anyway. He gets 4 attacks on the charge. It's AP2. There's nothing they can do. He's going to be hitting on 3s. He hits all the times. He's going to be wiping the unit on 2s. And they're gone. 4 guys left. 4 Force Axes. They are gone. The Solar are now starting to crumble under the pressure of the Death Guard. They're going to consolidate. I mean, let's be honest, they're only going to consolidate one way, and that's going to be towards my grandfather, Douglas Townsend, who is here. He's going to have to go for it. He's going to have to go for Slay the Warlord for the points. He's going to have to try. So at the end of Death Guard turn 3, they're going to score again 1 point over there. Oh, it's now 3 points to 1. What are the Solar going to do? Join us in just a second. Solar Auxilia turn 3. We're going to start. They did rally. They got an 8. They got in. They're rallied. They're going to try and take on the Grave Warden. Brave Sir Douglas Townsend. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. He's got to get that Slay the Warlord. We need the points. And the Death Guard are just... we're just going to see what they can do. Start with the quad launcher. He's going to shoot shatter shells at the tacticals. They're not sure. Do I go to ground with those? Because they're scoring. No, they're not, because I think I'm going to shoot them with this as well, but that's snap firing. They're not going to go to ground. It's only 4 shots. So hitting on 4s. Oh, they all hit. Maybe they should have done. Wounded on 2s. 3 go through. These are 3+ saves. Just one guy dies. Just one guy goes down. That's not going to be enough. They're still there sitting pretty. So, yeah, the Lehman Russ, is going to snap shoot at them. He's going to do it. He's going to try and break them. The heavy bolter snap shooting on 6s. Actually, no. Wait a minute. He can't pivot because he is immobilised. So he can only shoot at the Grave Warden. And the Grave Warden is not bothering about going to ground because it's only hitting on 6s. So heavy bolter on 6s. Nope. Coaxial autocannon on 6s. Nope. The main battle cannon on 6s. Absolutely nothing. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, here we go. The rallied las rifle unit into the Grave Warden Terminator. Here we go. 14 shots. They've rallied, so they're snap firing, but they're +1. So they're hitting on 5s. And we've got just 3 hits. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just 3 hits. Here we go. We are wounding on 2s. 2+ saves. Oh, I saved them both. And now over here, we don't want to take any Overwatch. Return fire because it's Wall of Death coming back. We don't want to take that. We're just going to... My granddad's not stupid. If he's going to have to charge, he's going to go for it. They know that he's going to charge. They're not going to charge. They're just trying to shoot him out of it. This is the one. There is the Overwatch. So 2 Wall of Deaths. For 1 and 2. So that's 3. Wounding on 3s. That's just 1. 4+ save. And we've saved it. And then the Architect pistol from the Praetor, from the Esoterist, hits on 2s. He's wounding on 2s. That doesn't run, so this is a 4+ save. Doesn't do it. That does kill this guy off out of the squad. Going for the charge. Here we go. All in. And they're in. Okay. Now, the charge has been made. They are in. And he is going to offer a charge. Now, the gamey thing to do here is they are chosen warriors, the Death Shroud, so they can accept the challenge. Because he's only on 1 wound, he's going to be hitting last. I think that's what they would do. I do think that's what they would do. I think that they would sacrifice themselves. So he's going to have to take on this guy separately, while my companions and my captain take on these guys. So let's get into the combat then. So the challenge first. On the charge, we've got 5 attacks from Sir Douglas Townsend. Both weapon skill 5, hitting on 4s. He's hit twice. He's looking for 5 and 6 breaching. He's got 1 breaching, and it is no, it's not going to wound with that one. So you would have needed 5s. So this is 5 plus invul, which he makes, which he's made. So the Tartarus Terminator, the Death Shroud, he's got 3 attacks coming back. No, yeah, 3 attacks coming back because there's no Reaping Blow because he's in the challenge. He's hitting on 4s. They hit all the times. He's wounding on 2s. Now these are AP 3, so he is going to get those 2 don't breach. So these are all 2 plus saves. And he saved them all, so that is a drawn combat, nothing happening there. Then it is the Tartarus Terminator over there. Now he gets his Reaping Blow here, so he's going to, and then he's going to be hitting on 3s. He gets 2. He's going to be wounding on 2s. So that one is an invul. That one is a, I think it's AP 3. So these are both 5 plus refractor field saves. Made 1, so 1 guy will go down out of the combat. Then he does get to attack back first. So the 3 normal guys first. So they're going to get, because they're veterans, they get 2 attacks each, and then we'll do the elevated captain last. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. Oh, we've got 3. We're going to be wounding on 5s. Nothing there. And then the captain, he's got 3 attacks. He's going to be hitting on 5 still though. Just the once with the power sword, looking for a... It is +1 strength, so that is going to wound. 2 plus save though. And he's done it. Coming back is the Esoterist. He's got his 3 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. Oh no, he's missed 2. He's killing on 2s. Oh, he didn't. He failed to kill. So they lost the challenge by 2 because they're 2 wound models. So 10 down to 2. We have the Vexilla, the cohorts Vexilla, so he's looking for a 9 or less. Double 1. My granddad's going nowhere, so that remains in place. End of the turn for the Solar Auxilia. They score no points. Death Guard, turn 4. Could be the last turn now. It is looking pretty dire for the Solar Auxilia now. The last cannon team are going to shoot at the Lehman Russ. They've been trying to take it out all game. They're determined to finish it off. They've got 1 hull point remaining. Can they do it? Let us see. Hitting on 3s. They all hit now. 5s and 6s. With Sunder. There's 1 pen there. Let's just see just in case. It just wrecks it. The Lehman Russ takes the final las cannon and it starts to sing with flames. They've managed to take it out. It took them until turn 4. The tactical units are again going to fire all their shots at this last quad launcher. A lot of shots, hitting on 3s. It's pretty good. Wounding on 3s. It could be enough to do it. 4+ saves. They failed them all. That is gone. They've gone as well. Wow. Devastating bolt gun shots. The legions have shown exactly what they're capable of. Death Guard with their multitude of shots as well. The Grave Warden, he doesn't really need to fire because he doesn't want to invite the Overwatch back. He's just stopping them from scoring. He's probably going to charge them just to be double sure. So we'll go straight to this combat over here, ongoing. The challenge is going to be first. Douglas will be attacking first. He's going to be hitting on 4s. Hits all the times. That's pretty good. Now he's looking for those 5s and 6s. There's one. It's a 5+ save. He hasn't done it, so he has taken a wound and he's down. So the death shroud there is down to 2. He attacks back. He's looking for 4s. He gets 2. Now he's looking for 2s. He gets 2. These are 2+ saves. Makes them both. And now we're over onto this combat here. The Death Shroud first. Looking for 3s. And then 2s. 5+ refract field saves. Oh, they make them both. And now the normal guys attack back. They get 4 attacks. They hit on 5s. They hit twice. Looking for 5s. They get 1. 2+ save. He failed it. So that guy there, he takes a wound. He's down to 2. And then the captain attacks. He's got 2 attacks. And he's actually got 3 attacks. With his power sword, he's hitting on 5s. But he's missed all of them. And now the esoterist, he's going to be hitting, he's got 3 attacks, he's hitting on 3s. He's hit twice, he's killing on 2s. 2 5+ refract field saves. And they've made them again! That means that they have actually lost the combat. They've lost by 2. They've lost by 2. The Vexilla, they've lost by 3. 9, they need a 6. This is crazy. This is mental. So they need a 6 or less, or they will be swept. Oh, they've done it! They've got a 5! They've got a 5! They're staying exactly where they are. Oh, wow. So at the end of the Death Guard, turn 4, they score another point for being on the objective over there. And we're going into the final turn for the Solar Auxilia. Turn 4, could be turn 5, we will see. Yeah, join us in just a second. Solar Auxilia turn 4. It's a really simple one now. Red platoon are going to be firing at the Grave Warden. He's going to return fire. 14 shots from the rifles coming in, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s this time, strength 6. So these are 2+ saves. Oh, he's made them all. He's made them all. So then we've got D3 from the Death Cloud Wall of Death for 1. Wounding on 3. It wounds. 4+ save. He saved it, and then the 4 shots from his Toxie grenade launcher hitting on 3s, sorry. That did miss anyway. It was 4 shots. They hit. Wounding on 3s. They all wound. 4+ saves. And a 6+ feel no pain. We lose again. The Solar lose another man. And they're gonna go for it. They're gonna charge in again. Overwatch this time. Same again. Wall of Death. 3 shots for 1. Wounds on a 3. It wounds. 4+ save. No. 6+ feel no pain. No. They lose another guy on the Overwatch. Bleh. And then the 4 shots from the grenade launcher. Hitting on 3s. They all hit. Wounding on 3s. They all wound. 4 6s there. Oh my god. 4+ saves. 6+ feel no pain. No, so they lose another guy. Do they make it in? Rolling for the charge. They're in. So, 7 inches. So they're going to try and get everybody in, because this is what's important now. If they can take him, then they'll be able to consolidate and then score. Maybe at the end. And then obviously we've got this absolutely dramatic combat going on over here, which I absolutely love, it must be said. That's brilliant. We'll go with this one first. 1, 2, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 guys. And the medics are 12. So, it's so dramatic. I just love it. I love this game. 11. So we'll do them first, and then we'll do the sergeant after. On the charge, so this twice, 22 attacks. Hitting on 5s. That's really good. 5, and then this again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. Looking for 5s again. That's 3. 3. 2+ saves. Are they going to do it? Is the Grave Warden going to stand tall? Yes, he is. And then 3 attacks from the sergeant with his power sword, hitting on 5s. He's hit once. Looking for a 4, 5, or 6. It's a 6. It's a breach-in. So then we are looking for a 4+ save. Oh, he's done it. Smashed it. Easy. 3 attacks back from the sergeant. He hits twice. Kills on 2s. 2 guys die. So technically they lost by 2. With the Vexilla they lost by 1. They've still got the Vox interlinked, so 10 because of Grandad. So we're down to 9. There's the 9. They stay in combat. We're locked up. They're not scoring because it is denied. Over here to this combat, it's going to be my Grandad first. Well, at the same time as the Death Shroud, but we'll do him first. He's hitting on 4s. He hits once. Wounds on a 5 or 6. Does not wound. And then the Death Shroud back. Hits on 4s. Looking for 2s. 2+ save. He makes it. Then the next one, the Death Shroud, we'll do him first. He's hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. 5+ invuls. Just 1. That is going to double him out though. So that's that guy gone. Then the captain attacks back. Oh, he would have got to attack. So we do the 2 guys attacking back. They have 4 attacks. Hit on 5s. 2. Looking for 5s. 2. 2+ saves. Oh! Takes another wound. So he's down to 1. Oh, it is dramatic now. Now it's the captain. The captain's got to do it. Here it is. He gets 3 attacks with the cat. With his power sword. He's hitting on 5s. He's hit twice. Here we go. Power sword. He's going to be winning on 4s, but he's looking for that 6 breach in. Double 1. Oh dear. And then the esoterist. He's hitting on 3s. He's killing that guy on a 2. It's a 5+ invul. He's done it. So, lost a wound. Technically lost 2 wounds. Lost by 1. Looking for a 9 to remain in combat. There's the 8. They remain in combat at the end of turn 4. The Solar Auxilia, they unfortunately score 0 again. They just couldn't get onto the objectives. On a 4+, it will go to turn number 5. We're going one more turn. Death Guard turn 5. They're just going to remain. They have nothing to shoot at because they're in combat. They're in combat. We're going to go straight to it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 regular guys first. They're hitting on 5s. Oh, they've turned up. All of a sudden they've turned up. They're wounding on 5s. Look at that. Wow. 2+ saves for the Terminator. Oh, he's took a wound at last. He's took a wound at last. And then this is down to the Sergeant. 2 attacks. Hitting on 5s. He's missed. So the Terminator attacks back. 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. He's killing straight on 2s. He kills 2 guys. So they lost by 1. Looking for a 9 to remain in combat. There's the 5. They stay in combat. We're back over here again. It's just, it's crazy. So, my granddad will attack first for the final time. Well, maybe not. Depends. Hitting on 4s. It just hits the once. Needs a 5 or a 6. He's got the 6. It's a 2+ save. 5+ save because he's only got. Oh no, he has got what, 2 wounds remaining. This guy. So, oh, and he's done it. He saved it. So the Tartarus Terminator back at my granddad on 4s, on 2s, 2+ save. He's done it. Over here. So the Tartarus Terminator first, hitting on 3s. All the times. Looking for 2s. That's 2 breach it. They're all going through it. These are 5+ invuls. So it's going to take out the Vexilla with 2 wounds. We'll just get to attack back first. He's looking for 5s. He's looking for 5s. 2+ save. He saved it. So the Vexilla is now gone. The captain. It's the captain now, with his 3 attacks. He's hitting on 5s. And he's wounding on 5s. Nothing. The esoterist. Here we go. He's hitting on 3s. Killing on 2s. 2 5+ invuls. No, the captain is gone. He is slain. My granddad is down to his only self. They've lost the combat by 4. He needs a 6 to stay in the combat. He's got a 4! He's got a 4! He's still there! End of the Death Guard. Turn 5. They score another point for remaining on the objective. It's just been a constant winning road for them. Solar Auxilia, turn 5. The final time, the final combat. We'll go straight into it in just a second. Auxilia, turn 5. We're going to start with this combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 7 regular guys and the sergeant. Hitting on 5s. Wounding on 5s. 2 plus save. He's failed it. The Grave Warden's gone. That means they get to consolidate. They've done it. They've scored a point at last. They're going to score a point at the end of their turn. That's amazing. They actually did it. Red Platoon have shown the world that they can do it. They're going to score that one. However, over here, there is no longer a challenge because there's nobody else left to fight. So we're all in. My granddad's got to really stand up for himself now. He's got 4 attacks. He's hitting on 4s. Here we go. He's hit twice. He's looking for 5s and 6s. 1 6. 5 plus save. They've done it. Then the 2 Tartarus Terminators will attack back the Death Shroud. They're hitting on 4s. They're wounding on 2s. These are 2 plus saves. Save them all. The Esoterist now, he's hitting on 4s. He's wounding on a 2. He didn't wound, it's a drawn combat at the end. And that's it. At the end of Solar Auxilia, turn 5, they score the centre objective for 1 point. And that finishes the battle report on there. So Douglas Townsend fought to the very end. 2 Death Shroud Terminators and Esoterist couldn't take him down. Did kill his entire squad. Red Platoon made it into the centre. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tally up the points. Come back in just a second and we can see how this all ended. And as the smoke clears and the dust fades away, it is the Death Guard, 6 points, Solar Auxilia, 2 points. Brave as he was, Sir Douglas Townsend could not take down the might of the Death Guard. Continuous scoring on the objective won them the game. Really enjoyed that. It's really good playing on my own. I mean, I'd rather play with people, but when they're not available, what can you do? 1,000 points, it was a good game. Backwards and forwards at the beginning, but then I think the Death Guard managed to find a way to continually score and dominate. The Lehman Russ that did absolutely nothing is terrible. A lot of shots, I will say, so for the Solar Auxilia, there's a lot of shots. I think lots of shots. I think the ultimate pattern really comes into itself, hitting on 3s, but the legions, Space Marine legions against squishy humans, this is what happens. Squishy humans do die. The demons came and disappeared very quickly. So the Death Guard got the 6 points because they got 5 points on the objectives, and then they also killed the most units as well. So that got them the extra victory point. There was no Slay the Warlord. So Douglas Townsend lives to fight another day. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Death Guard are a lot stronger than I thought they were. We've got some great rules. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And I'll be bringing you loads more of these. And hopefully, I'm also looking for players who want to record games. We're in the Nottinghamshire area. So just drop me a DM and I can get you filmed and see what you can do. You can either fight against a friend or you can come and face one of my million armies that I've got. But yeah, great game, great result. And we shall see you again for this fantastic 2024 year that's coming. So yeah, from Tabletop Divinitatis, again, please like and subscribe, and we shall see you again very soon. Thank you very much.